Hello, Augies Worldwide. I'm Dave Kassler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG, here with another episode of Ask Dave. Today's question comes to us courtesy of Jeremy Wilcock, W1LKO. And he says, "Hi Dave, I have a question regarding loading coils. Thinking of building an inverted V for dipole with maybe some loading coils on the longer wavelengths to keep those shorter. Does it matter where along the wire the coil is placed? I would assume so, since the wire has different levels of current. And current is what makes the coil do its thing. Well, inductance is inductance. Where's the best placement?" Okay, same question with regard to vertical. Now let's assume that you're making a fan dipole. So you've got a single feed point, and you've got different lengths of wire out here for the different bands. And some of these you want to shorten. Okay, you can put loading coils in there, like right there, and that will allow you to shorten this antenna. Okay, now there's no free lunch. Adding a coil, which is usually air wound, you'll make it with a piece of PVC pipe and some magnet wire like this right here. This is some magnet wire that I ordered. You can get this on Amazon. Okay, and make your loading coils out of that if you want to, or you can make them right out of the wire that's there with the PVC. Now you'll have to experiment with this. Put a little loading coil in, and then check the SWR, and then keep trimming the ends, keeping them the same length until you get the frequency that you want. Now the no free lunch comes in here. Okay, lower bandwidth. So if this were a 40-meter wire, and you put the coil in to shorten it, and you can shorten it actually quite a bit. The bigger the coil, the more you can shorten it. You won't cover the whole 40-meter band. You'll cover a part of it. So you'll have to tune it for the part of the 40-meter band that you want to use the most. Now, this is for coils that are right near the feed point. Now, if you were to take a dipole here and put a coil out here, now there's some virtual capacitance there. Put the coil here, you get some virtual capacitance here because of the interwinding capacitance here, and you make this the right length. This distance from here to here is 33 feet, which is a 20-meter half-wave dipole. And this is tuned for 7 megahertz impedance. 7 megahertz impedance. You can add a little wire out here, 2 or 3 feet. Okay, 2 or 3 feet on this side, and this will act as a very much shortened 40-meter antenna. Out here, the let's see, alpha delta. It's a DXEE antenna. This is only 2 feet and 2 feet. And if you look at the MFJ antenna, I think it's 1776. Oh, I don't remember, and I don't want to lead you astray. There's an MFJ antenna that's a 40-20 trapped. Okay, and this length over here is 4 feet on there. Okay, now, because there's extensive loading, I mean the 40-meter antenna really starts right there. Because there's extensive loading, that means that the bandwidth is going to be lower. In this case, although the 20-meter will cover all the band, the 40-meter will cover like 1/2 the band. So you can choose the upper portion of the band to get sideband, or the lower portion of the band to get FT8 by adjusting the lengths slightly out here on the ends. And so that's what happens when you put loading in the antennas. It will cause a lower bandwidth, and it will shorten the antenna. And there's a lot of trial and error that you can do. Okay, so there you have it. Yes, loading will help shorten an antenna. The best way to do it is to build a coil and put it in and see how much that shortens the antenna by looking at the SWR. You can add more coils if you want to shorten it more, remembering the more you shorten it, the narrower the bandwidth. Okay? So, if you have watched this video this far, I encourage you to go ahead and subscribe, click like, and if you would like to help support this channel financially, go to dcasler.com/support. And until next time, 73.